puppy up in the front seat, get my meals, I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live at WorldSports.com. I am Eazy, joined by Spimo Rax.
Hello.
Young Chris. Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. your official Detroit Tigers beat reporter, fresh off a day win, and young Seinfeld. Still working on it. I mean, I like it, but, maybe his mom texted me. It was like,
we gotta change that, bro.
I don't like it. Steiny. He's going to be our intern.
Steiny?
Hey, Steiny.
Hey, Steiny, clip that.
Hey, clip that, Steiny. We're working on it. Nick, how you feeling coming up the Tigers' day win?
I mean, I came in hot, fellas. You guys know I hate nothing more in the world than losing day baseball games because it ruins my whole entire mood throughout the rest of the day and the night. I'm on fire right now. I'm feeling great about this Tiger team. Reese Olson, how about it? The babyface assassin throwing darts against the Padres in straight changeups. They look great right now. I was a little upset last night, obviously. You get the gem, and you can't do anything with Flaherty's gem. You can't score, but that's exactly how you bounce back today. Gleyber Torres on the board early. When this team scores early, they usually score often. That's what you got to see today.
Yeah, a couple dongs, one from Gleyber, one from Dingler. Reese Olson just looked...
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Reese Olson looked absolutely lights out. That changeup is a weapon. And I know I've talked about it. I went full baseball nerd on why the Tigers' changeups are being so effective this year, but it's true. You could see it. The run and the movement and the drop that these changeups have towards the arm side is impressive. And when they're locating the fastballs the way they are, having a changeup that can drop off the plate like that is just an absolute killer pitch. And the Tigers have four guys.
Baseball.
Tigers have four guys who all have elite changeups, and probably four of the best changeups in the MLB when you look at Job, Skubal, Olson, and Canely. So, you got the best pitching staff in baseball. You got an offense that played good today. Javi Baez making plays in center field. It's a great day. Great day.
He does the same emo every time he does anything.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's cool. He's just Javi.
He is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. He has a little natural aura about him.
I'm telling you, dude. He's I'm brainwashing myself to be a Javi Baez fan.
You are. You were doing it at the game. I was like, oh, it's embarrassing, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck
I can't explain it. I like Javi. I'm like, keep it down,
dude,
bro.
I don't care. I'm a fan now. He's got me. Javi's got me. I'm in.
I'm telling Neil on you.
That's fair. I'll tell him tomorrow.
All right.
The fuck?
You admit?
Yeah, I'm a Javi. I've made myself a Javi fan.
Dad.
And he's playing well. So
Dad, it's like equivalent to your son telling you he's gay.
Yeah.
I'm a Javi fan.
I'm a Javi.
God
Get the fuck out of my house.
Disgrace. I got something to say real quick about the Detroit Tigers pitching staff real quick. Tarek Skubal. 2.8 ERA.
Yeah.
Jack Flaherty, 2.6 ERA.
Probably
Reese
lower
Olson, 3.2 ERA. Jackson Jobe, 2.7 ERA.
Yeah, Reese
and Casey Mize, a 2.2.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Reese is probably under 2 now too, or under 3 now too.
That's
after 7 innings of no earned runs.
So this was from this is at 337 from our guy Caleb.
Yeah.
So it may have been after the.
So it's probably
updated.
God, dude, just like I said, best pitching staff in baseball. You've got the best pitching coach in baseball, and just consistent arms to pump out there. And Montero came in; he had a good pitching performance. Maeda, no, I'm just kidding. You got Cobb, who might be coming back. It's awesome. It's awesome to have an arsenal of arms like that. You just got to hope they can all stay healthy.
Do you still think they're trading Flaherty?
I do. I think it's even more reason why they're going to do it.
Say it. I hate it so much.
I think it's just even more reason why they would do it.
You're not putting that out there.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
Wait for it.
Stop what you're doing right now.
I mean, they made one mistake last night. It was the one that he hung up, and we just couldn't get any hits. I mean, two runs given up against the Padres is special, and then you see them go back-to-back today, and they throw up 0 runs. Reese Olson on fire right now. I just sent in a quick video to Chris of these three. It's basically your 3, 4, and 5, but it would realistically be like, top of the rotation arms on any other team in baseball. That's how good these three have looked. It's babyface Reese Olson, Jackson Jobe, and Casey Mize. They are just chatting it up. From what I can tell on the field, you always see these pitchers together. They're just picking each other's brains, having a good time. They're all pretty young. I mean, Skubal and Mize and Flaherty are all around the same age. But then you got Job and Reese who are pretty damn young. This is, and they're all under 30. So this is such a great time to be a Detroit Tiger fan, and a great time to have such a great pitching staff as we can just continue to hopefully put up runs. It's been special to see, but this is them chatting yesterday.
The song did make that a lot more like fucking fire, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Shout out to the guys, man. Yeah, they're all picking each other's brains for sure.
I saw the pictures of Scoob talking to
I was
Job.
just about to say, you see Scooble coaching up Job in the dugout.
That was his best start.
And it was his best start. And it's awesome to see. And like I said, it starts from the top. Starts with AJ Hinch and Chris Fetter and Scott Harris. And they got these guys working.
Fucking killing it right now. First in the AL, right? If I'm not mistaken.
First in the Central for sure. I think
I
in
know
the
tied with the
American League,
Yankees last night, and then today happened.
15-10, on pace for 108 wins. That's your Detroit Tiger team
I
right
said
now. I'm
tied
not
with-
saying
tied with the
108.
Yankees for
I'm
first
not even
place in the
saying
American
100.
But we got the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
We
but
beat those bitch ass too.
tiebreaker doesn't matter when you're 20 games in.
Did we? I think the only series we lost was the Dodgers.
Dodgers is the only series
No.
that we've
What are
lost.
the series?
The Brewers, we won the first game, lost 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But
So what?
at
It's
home, we
7
haven't lost
straight
a series.
or
Yeah.
8 straight series now. Series victories.
4 straight at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to come into Comerica if you're an opposing team right now. The way this team's pitching,
I don't think
if
anybody
we
wants
score,
to see these pictures at all.
at all, they don't.
No matter where they're at.
Exactly. It's a scary sight right now for the Orioles, who are coming into town, giving up like 6 runs a game. Their pitching staff is brutal. So they come into town Friday for a 3-game stretch, and I got to say, I'm feeling great about having Skubal, Mize, and Flaherty. This might sound like a sweep incoming for the Detroit Tigers.
Filthy fucking pitching.
Yeah, O's are not playing well either. So
Yeah. Jobs, excuse me. Sorry about that. Not
Yeah.
Flaherty.
Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Troy Weaver just got hired by New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah.
To be the president.
Yep,
I believe this is the same title that Trajan held before he dipped out,
I think so.
or at least the one he's always holding with us. But it's like a little swapperoo there
With Joe Dumars,
with
Joe.
Joe Dumars. Yeah. Kind
So-
of weird.
they're just creating the New Orleans to Detroit pipeline.
I'm here for that.
Maybe
It's
Trey
also-
Murphy.
Yep, Trey Murphy. And also, this is the perfect scenario for Troy Weaver because they have no viable centers on that roster.
Yeah, so you
and
know
he
he's gonna bring in
collects
3 of
those
them.
Yeah.
like Infinity Stones. So he's gonna, Marvin Bagley's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know that they're going to have 4 centers by the trade deadline.
Yeah,
Easy.
man. It's weird because, like, Troy fucked up. Actually, I really can't defend. I like his drafts. The drafts were okay. But this the free agent signings was awful, dude.
I don't know if he's not good.
Like, we like Asar. We like
I'd keep
Dern.
him in the room as a draft guy, though, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's what
For
he's there
sure.
for. That's what
Not
he's
as
there
a
to do.
president though.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as a president. I mean, the fact that it took as long as it did to get K to 4, like a this generation type 4, not fucking 2 bigs.
Yeah.
Like, give me a guy that can
Yeah.
stretch the floor 4.
And also, too, like, Joe Dumars, like, he had a very shaky end to his Pistons tenure as a GM. So I just, I don't know if that's quite the marriage that is needed in New Orleans because they got a lot of questions to answer.
Absolutely.
They got a whole bunch of committed money to a bunch of players who have injury and health problems. And on top of that, they do have some nice young pieces, but they're kind of running low on the assets that they got from the AD trade. They
Yeah.
still have some, but they're pretty much dwindling. So
That's a nice
I
shirt
don't
you're
know.
wearing, by the way.
It's weird.
Shout
What?
out to our guy, Dev the Dog.
Oh yeah,
Nah, just compliment.
yeah. Shout out to the dog for the shirt.
Jerry, we already had the discussion on the show, but Jerry was kind of hinting towards bringing Zion to Detroit. Is that something you want to do, or you just sent it for like a show topic?
I'd like it. I would like him coming up here. I mean, you bring in a young guy that's seen the game before, and I think he could kind of work with Dern as well. I mean, we could possibly stretch the floor with both of them. I could see us stretching the floor with both of them. Just Zion can probably guard a 5 better than Dern, maybe a little bit, so you might put Zion at the 5, but then we can play positionless basketball with all 5 of them. I love Ivy to death. I think he'd be a great 2 next to Cade, but I feel like trading him off for Zion, I'd love
Thanos
Zion
him?
over here.
Sacrifice him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't trust Zion, dude. I can't trust
Talk
Zion
about turning to dust.
to
Around
play
your girl, that's
games.
for sure.
Can't trust him around your girl. Can't trust him around any
I
girl.
can trust him on your aunt.
Yeah, can't trust him around vagina in general. But you can't trust him to play games.
He's very attracted to Chris.
Like what? Yeah, you can't expect him to be if you're going to give what you're going to have to pay him. A max deal because he's a max level player. I wouldn't do that. You can't expect he's going to play 50% of that contract. I don't think it's worth it.
Watch the Lakers get him. The Warriors.
Warriors would be
I can see
crazy.
LeBron.
I can see I'm a Warriors fan too.
I know
so I'd love that.
I know he didn't get to watch like Pistons' success.
Yeah.
His whole generation is all Warriors fans.
Oh yeah, they're all Steph Curry fans.
Got it.
I watched
Yeah,
Curry
it's sad.
when he was at Davidson. So
It's sad.
I feel like Zion needs a coach like Bickerstaff, though, when it comes down to it. Like, if anybody was going to reel him in, I feel like JB Bickerstaff could be a guy to do so. I'm not saying I want to sell the farm for Zion right now, but we are almost to the point. I know we have some topics later in the show where you're going to seriously talk about trying to bring big fish in here because you are moving towards that type of team where you are starting to have the respect of the NBA, and when there's a disgruntled star, you're going to see the Pistons be in some of those topics and conversations.
Dude, sometimes it's deserved. I have one other thing in here in the prep sheet. Last minute curveball, change up if you will. If I sent to Chris, is a screenshot of a text message. Chris, can you pull it up?
Yeah.
I just want to know what you guys are doing in this situation.
A text you got?
No.
Yeah.
We're not saying
I'm just
who,
mad that
you know?
somebody leaked my text.
Yeah. So it reads, I told my boyfriend, you my gay best friend, so he won't think I'm cheating. Can you please send me a video of you twerking? My question to you,
She's
fellas,
asking a video of you twerking?
what would you do in this situation?
is she a 10?
She's a 10. She's a 9.
Like a 9?
9.8.
I'm not doing
I mean,
it.
she's for the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd send her a video of me twerking. I don't give a fuck.
I would say if she's a 10, I might throw that ass back. But
Our intro's got a video of me twerking. What the fuck do I care if I send it somehow?
We're bad twerkers, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not good at twerking.
We're not. Which is, maybe a good thing.
I think that's
I can
pretty
see
reasonable.
I can see Daniel taking his shirt off.
Yeah,
Brad
hell
Holmes,
yeah.
the scouting cup. Throw it back real quick.
Yeah. Sounds
Let me see
like,
what you got.
yeah.
Chris?
That was what? You're asking me to twerk, man? I don't
No,
got
I'm not
nothing.
asking you to
I don't
twerk.
got
I'm asking
nothing.
what are you doing in the
Did
situation?
you hear about flannel today?
Oh no, I'm for sure twerking though, for sure.
What?
I guess it depends.
Throwing it back.
We gotta cut. We text JB.
Gotta click that
That's
for
gotta be
sure.
drop.
No doubt.
Nick?
All you can twerk.
I guess it depends how bad she is. Like, do you give it? How is the boyfriend some ex-army guy that could literally come kill you? Like, what are we talking here? You gotta play it out.
That's
So-
true.
That's
If
true,
it's a
too.
murderous boyfriend,
So
you might
exactly.
have to throw it back.
Yeah.
Regardless of
She got me in a jam with the X-Man in the UFC.
Fuck that.
Can't believe it. I'm in
Um,
disbelief. This bitch
Nitty Gritty says
got
Spinny
me
would twerk
playing
for a
around.
Scooby snack.
Depends on what the Scooby snack is.
Super Bowl Vaughn throwing what back? Yes, Spinny. You famously don't have an ass.
I got a dumper.
Broder says, I'm throwing that thing back.
Throw that ass in a circle.
The brother really didn't say that. I apologize.
Okay.
You were going to say something about Flannel, though. What happened?
Yeah, did you hear Flannel go off today?
I caught the very end of their show, and I texted Flannel. I felt bad. He was for real crashing out. It was
Really?
bad. It was bad. It was bad.
I gotta see this.
I don't know what you guys did to him.
I didn't-
Chat, but you guys all got to make that up.
I gotta see this.
I told him. I texted him. I don't know if I want to share. I texted him, but I was like, you got to just.
It was
see what
that
happens.
bad?
Dude, it was bad.
Like all time? Flannel crash out?
I think because sometimes you just spaz, sometimes you get mad. Like I do it, you know what I'm saying? This is break. It was like a breakdown. I don't know. It was bad. Like
Was he doing like the?
no, dude. He was saying some wild shit. He was saying some shit he shouldn't have said. He knows. We talked about it.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it was definitely. Why? What were you about to say?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Because you transitioned from twerking to that. I'm trying to figure out how you.
Because
Because
somebody in the chat said Gromit's gonna pack Flannel up.
Yeah, bro. I actually thought he was gonna be.
Oh,
Like,
you
yeah.
watched?
No.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna. I thought Spenny was like, yeah, bro. He
Oh,
was
Flannel
twerking
started
on the-
Oh,
twerking.
yeah, Flannel's
Yeah.
on the desk,
Yeah.
fucking throwing it back.
No, Gromit, I guess,
Crazy.
said he's pulling up.
I gotta know Sam's side of this.
Yeah, no, I
Because
definitely.
I was literally crashing out against the chat when we had our 17-hour stream for a long time.
That was crazy.
I know, like,
so
I was
funny.
going
That
at
shit was
everybody,
very
so,
funny.
like,
You made the stream.
Yeah.
I was crashing out. So, like, I want to see, like, I was crashing out for a long period of the stream, so I got to see what was being said.
They're just reading every comment
Yeah.
and talking shit.
Yeah,
Each
he'd
one.
read it and be like, "Oh yeah," he'd start talking shit back. That was so funny.
You got robbed of it though, because didn't that part get cut from the stream somehow?
Yeah, because it was
Some
after
of
the
it,
12-hour mark.
Oh, yeah,
damn,
that's
dude.
right.
Thank God.
Yeah, I did not see the.
He would
did not
read
see the
somebody's
crash
name
out.
and be like, "How tall are you?" He was ready to fight.
Randall
But
Small
I'll tell
says
you,
both
so
of them
if
are
somebody
at fault.
pulls up and tries to fight Flannel, I'm fighting them.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
some.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah, nobody come to the studio.
You guys do. You guys pick up.
No, you can come
you
studio,
guys,
you get
you
your
guys
ass whooped,
bring it
though.
on yourselves. And as somebody who like talks shit back, like I'm not about to just not say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just you talk shit like, constantly nonstop. And I'm just not gonna say nothing. Again, I don't know. I'm not familiar with what happened today. but you
I'm
guys
spinning
could,
for flannel.
yeah, I'd
All
spin
day.
for Flannel for sure.
Steven David says Flannel told the chat to suck his dick from the back.
Easy's done that multiple times.
I've used that. I used that bar, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. We'll figure it out. I won't dive into it because Flannel was actually upset.
Yeah.
So hope you guys all make up. Well, I mean, make up.
Let's go to break. Tell us about Mark White.
Spencer,
No,
you sure you don't want to tell us about Mark White?
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Yeah, you sure you don't? Mark White. Mark White gonna do you right. Mark White gonna change your life. Give a call today, ladies and gentlemen, at 248-290-8242 or visit MarkWhiteSales.com. That's 248-290-8242 or visit MarkWhiteSales.com where you can save yourself up to $5,000 on the closing cost of your brand new home. It's MarkWhiteSales.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner? Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody can get a full body workout in 30 minutes. And all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $15 a month or upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at PlanetFitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Bonjour, welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, joined by Spin Morax. Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, I'm Eazy. We got young Jerry in the building as well, a.k.a. Steiny, a.k.a. Seinfeld. We kind of started the conversation in the beginning of the segment. We talked about Zion. I don't want to bring up Zion because we kind of already had that conversation. I'm down to continue that conversation, though, if you guys want to.
Yeah.
And it feels a little premature, too, because we're still actively in the playoffs in pursuit of an NBA championship at the end of the day. These guys aren't here just for the fuck of it. But I came across my screen when I was on the TL last night, and I believe it was Lou Will and Chandler Parsons.
DeMarcus Cousins, I think, too.
And
right?
they asked, do the Pistons need to grab a star, to need another star alongside K to actually win a championship?
Mm-hmm.
Where you guys at with that one?
I mean, yeah, I think we all know that. And can a guy on this team turn into a star? That's for sure a situation as well that you'd have to look at. But Yeah, I think if this team wants to be a championship caliber team, that they're going to have a boost in talent. And I don't think that's saying anything crazy, but we've all said that they're not there yet. They're not there where they go out and get that guy right now. So I don't think Zion would not be my player of choice personally. But yeah, eventually when it comes down to it, I think they're going to need another star outside of Cade to win a championship. That's just how the NBA works for the most part. So can that be a Jaden Ivey? Can that be a Ron Holland? Can that be one of these guys developing into that? Like, absolutely. They're all, top 5 picks. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. And I don't think it's going to be Zion Williamson. Yeah. I know just because – the pipeline in Detroit forming in New Orleans now with Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver, and they're going to do it. No, probably not. I would prefer not for it to be Zion Williamson, like I said, because of the injury history. You're going to invest $200+ million into somebody that you come in here and want to be a star next to Cade Cunningham, and that can't be a guy that only plays half of the games that he has under his contract.
So my response to this is a question back to everybody, and that's, what do you need to see out of this playoffs to say, I don't need to trade for a star right now and let this cook? Are you good with that mentality this summer, no matter what, given where they're at? Or if this team reaches a competitive series against the Knicks, or even beyond that into the second round and maybe even possibly the Eastern Conference Finals, like, what does it take out of this playoff run for you to say, no way, I'm not touching this?
I think it's too early to even have that conversation, to be honest with you. Like, Jaden Ivey is part of that conversation as well. And him not being, active in this playoffs, that's a question mark you still have. Mm-hmm. I do, and I love Jalen Duren, by the way, too. Like, I think I was the only guy not killing him when everyone was killing him on the show or whatever. I don't think he's, a championship piece per se. And I think it's you the one that convinced me of that, too, Chris, just nowadays. Like, it's really Jokic in terms of the big guys, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Making those connections. I still am of the belief you need another superstar alongside Cade Cunningham to win the NBA championship.
Yeah.
This is how the NBA is nowadays. But I'm not going to give up and say, we don't have enough. I want to see the Jaden Ivey situation next year, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I do want, I would love Devin Booker.
I think you need a big.
Chris, I know you're in the same boat as that.
You need a big,
I mean, you love a Duren, you love Stu, but they are not your 5. You need a 5 to go with Cade that can not just roll, but you need a popper for Cade too. If he's gonna get doubled like he does next season, you need a guy that can stretch the floor and maybe run a pick and pop with Cade instead of just rolling every single time. He needs a guy that can kind of stretch the floor, and I think that's one piece that we're missing because we don't have a big that can shoot the tray ball. I don't want the best big that can shoot the tray ball the best, but you need someone that can kind of consistently hit that 3-pointer every once in a while when he needs to. That's what we're missing. To not touch the team, they got to win the finals for me not to touch this team because you got to build pieces around these young guys.
I think that's a little crazy to say the finals, though. Like, this team could win a series against the Knicks without Jaden Ivey already. And then if you take a game or two against one of the best teams of the last 2-3 years in Boston, I feel like that's a lot to work with going forward, though.
And you're convinced that that's a championship team after that?
You have – your core is all young. When you talk about Holland, Asar, Duren, Ivey, who's not playing, Cade, who's obviously – this is like the Cade that's taken a massive step. There's still another step that Cade Cunningham can take where he's not top 10 player in the league, but you're literally talking about him with SGA and Jokic. Yeah. So it's I'm not ready to blow it up yet. I think that's what I would have to see, at least win a game or two against the Celtics.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's looking to blow it up right now. That's why no, I don't think anybody wants to.
That's why it feels premature
to do it right. We had the same conversation with Devin Booker that we're having with Zion Williamson right now. Would it be a lateral move? Would it improve your team? Yes, but right now is not the time to do it. Yeah, you don't blow these guys up right now while they're still young. That is a strategy for a team that is hitting a wall. This team isn't hitting a wall right now. This team is still developing. They're overperforming where we expected them to be, and they're playing very well together. So you're not blowing it up right now. But down the road in the future, if you're a consistent second round out or you made a couple Eastern Conference Finals but you can't get through to that hump, then you look at that to be a possibility. But just like when we talked about with Devin Booker, it's not a part of the timeline right now to do that.
That's the part that makes it weird, though, is like at the same time, the D-Book timeline is kind of like now because he's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know it's a proven recipe in terms of like the 2 stars. Or you need multiple stars. I mean, for Christ's sakes, LeBron James.
And like I said, it's not going to be Devin Booker. It's not going to be Zion Williamson because their time is right now. They're peaking right now and going to be going down very soon. I think they are who they are. They are not going to improve anymore as players. They're only going to get worse as their careers go on just because they're getting older. It's not like they're bad or anything like that. But, yeah, it's your timeline and their timeline does not match up, so it's not going to be those guys.
So I'll put you this way. If they did – and I'm not disqualifying the Devin Booker stuff at all yet. I don't think we should. But if that's the piece that we grabbed, like it makes total sense to do. I don't have any issue with that one. The Zion one –
Zion one's just bad.
Stuff, yeah, it's a little sketchy.
Zion one is –
especially giving up assets for it. Good.
Tobias is averaging what you would want Zion to average in the playoffs right now, 20 and 10. Like he's doing that. So, obviously we all know that when healthy, Zion is a much better player than Tobias. But, I mean, Tobias is giving you enough production. I heard something interesting Jeff Teague said on his podcast, and he said when they brought up this situation, he said that they don't need another star because they got a star. They said, let it cook. Cade will be good around just solid vets that know their role. They have defined roles like what you see now. Just progression from a star, he thinks will be the star of the team. And yeah, I mean, look, I think that a lot of these guys, like we talked about at the top of this segment, is there's a lot of potential with a lot of these guys, and so I'm not putting anything off of the table this summer, but I damn sure am not ready to pull the trigger, and I am so comfortable with riding this out at least another year because, like you said, the Ivy component, again, internal development. So, but if a great offer comes your way, if a star that you don't expect becomes available that fits your timeline, maybe Apollo Banchero is cutting ties from the Magic or something crazy like that, then yeah, you absolutely have to have the discussion. So you can't be married to, no, we're not making any moves. But right now, it'd be pretty hard for me to make a move.
I am married to they're not making any moves like that this summer. They're not going to take this team that just made the playoffs, won playoff games, and has a bunch of young talent and blow it up. No, that's not going to happen this summer. And Paulo Banchero is not going to be being forced out after they made the playoffs for the first time.
No, not Paulo.
Right.
No.
I know.
And again, it all boils down to the same conversation we had with Devin Booker that, yes, we do believe that the best case scenario for the Pistons to win a championship is another superstar next to Cade Cunningham. We want to see these guys develop. Maybe one of them can become it. Are they going to make a move for that? If this current team doesn't work out, yes, then you do it. You don't do it right now.
The only thing I can see happening a little bit is if they do continue this, and this is no disrespect. I know Ivy stands are strong, and I've always stood against them, so I don't really give a fuck. But like, if you continue success without him, and the Booker conversation becomes more real, I can see that one happening just because of the recipe you see working with Meek Beasley and Tim Hardaway Jr. I think that one would make sense to do.
Who's in Detroit longer, Ivy or J-Mo?
Well,
J-Mo.
I sent you a photo.
All right, let me see. Oh my God, it's so small. What? Oh, that photo.
You need a big though. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, or stretch four.
You need a stretch four.
This summer, you got to go get a stretch four.
Because Tobias is still there, and he's under contract next year.
But he's aging.
But he is aging.
Yeah, and he's aging.
You need. I agree.
You need you have to.
Because the pick and pop would, like, if Tobias could run the pick and pop with Cade, it would bring a brand new element to the offense.
Where you guys at with Jabari Parker?
Cade is gonna.
Jabari Parker
or Jabari Smith?
Oh, I would like Jabari Smith for sure.
Yeah. Like what's
I don't
going on with him in Houston?
High ceiling.
There's just a lot of cooks in that kitchen, man.
I could see like Cade is gonna reach a whole nother level next year. I think he's gonna do better next year because you look at he just put himself on the map. You got Carmelo Anthony coming out saying he wants to work with them, he wants to train with them. You got
I would love that.
You got a ton of guys coming out saying like, "Hey, we see this guy coming up, and he's going to be the face of the NBA. Let's work with him as veterans, as retired players."
Clark.
That were especially if Melo starts to. If he gets in that mellow bag, it's gonna be dangerous.
Especially that
next year.
6'6" point
He
guard.
will be a top
The,
10
the,
player next
the
year.
post work he could learn from Melo would make him a 30-point scorer. G. Clark says Jaren Jackson Jr. Bring him home. He's
I wouldn't be mad at
That
that.
would be a dream.
That would be a dream.
That would be insane.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
We would
at all.
need
always loved
need an all-time John Morant crash
But-
out next year for Jaren Jackson Jr. to be on the
But
block.
I will say, I want Jaren Jackson here with Jalen Duren because Jaren Jackson's rebounding has always been an issue to me. Or obviously, I guess you can make it work if you keep Asar.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think there's a way that they
but,
trade
yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr. while not getting Jalen Duren.
Yeah, I know, but I would love the pairing of those two specifically.
So we all at least agree on a stretch four, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Would you trade Ivy for Jabari Smith?
Laurie Markkinen.
I don't know, dude. I don't like doing this. This is fucking.
Would you?
Right now, no.
Idiot. I'm just kidding.
Maybe Sanguine.
Yeah, right. They're not letting go of
They
him.
want to let go of him, but
Yeah.
and we want to talk crazy. I would say if we could get Sanguine, I'd give Ivy up for Sanguine. Young talent.
But Jabari
Sanguine,
Smith,
cuisine.
because that's he's not even starting
tough
right now.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do it for him?
And you've seen what he did. He came off the bench and had 20 last game too.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one.
Christopher?
Right now, no, I would not do it.
No, I wouldn't do it either. I would not do that. I would
Why,
not
he's
do
not
that
looking at
right
his
now.
player or what?
You give Ivy another
Yeah.
year. Give
I'm
him
not
one
shaking-
more year.
yeah.
1 or 2 more.
They're at the same
not touching
spot
that,
right
dude.
now. So if you want to shake it up just to shake it up, sure. But you're hoping Jabari Smith can develop into something, and you're hoping Jaden Ivey can develop into something.
Yeah,
So.
so
I
it'd
think
be a
Jabari Smith is already
confidence there.
watching fit and work alongside Kate.
But I
Drive a stretch four.
We've seen Jabari Smith work and fit along Cade. When?
Like his prototype. Like what he is.
Oh,
stretch
yeah.
four.
I mean, Jaden Ivey looked pretty good next to Cade when they're healthy.
What about
they did.
like
and I think too you need another like ball handling shot creator. That's why like I know you have your stance on Ivy and Cade, but to me, I'm not ready to get rid of that just because of the fact that having another ball handling shot creating guard next to Cade is good. Now you can argue if Ivy's the fit or not, but having that type of player in the playoffs I think is better than a stretch four, because a stretch four that maybe can't create a shot as well would be less appealing, because you need another like pure shot creator next to Cade, I
Yeah.
think, or you would want one ideally.
But when you have an Ivy and Cade, you want to look for a stretch four, because I'd
Yeah.
rather have Ivy taking that shot that Schroeder, like I'd rather have him making his own shot than Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
Like 100%. And
Yeah.
another guy like I was looking at, this is my opinion, I like Brandon Ingram too. Working as a stretch.
Yeah, but Toronto just traded for him. They're not going to
Yeah,
let
Hate
him
him
go.
a
but-
bag too.
He averaged 25 and 8 last season.
Yeah, but he never plays. It's the same thing as Zion, man. I'm good.
Yeah. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We're going to talk Lions.
Yeah, I'm down to do whatever.
Talk some Lions. Some photos came out of
Yeah, start somebody.
certain somebody at
Sorry,
the
somebody.
facility today that some people in the chat might not like because he thinks he's above the law. He needs to be moved.
Troublemaker.
Let's go to break, though. We'll come back. We'll talk about that. Tell us about merch.
We tell you about merch. If you need some new Detroit sports swag, head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. Get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that, all teams, all seasons. Make sure you are tapping in for the best Detroit sports merch in the game at Woodward Sports.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Hey, Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
Throw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet of Novi, Detroit's #1 Chevrolet dealer and the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 6 consecutive years. Get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew for just $199 a month. And you can also get a 2025 Chevy Equinox for only $249 a month. Come see George Hawes and his team at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi today.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Raxter, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Yeah.
Also, young Steinfeld. Seinfeld. I said Steinfeld. I'm about to go see that movie tomorrow, Sinners.
I want to
Everyone,
so
you
bad.
wanna go?
No, I can't. I gotta
Oh,
work.
yeah, you gotta do the show. Should I wait?
Bro,
No, I can't.
I seen a thing on the
But
internet.
you're going tomorrow, like midday probably, right?
Yeah, I'm going early. I've been wanting to see it ever since I seen the first
Yeah, me too.
commercial. Yeah,
None of my friends want to go see it for some reason.
bro, I'm down. I'll go again if it's good enough. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Shout out to
Go.
Haley Steinfeld.
I seen a thing on the internet about that movie. It was like, bro,
What?
if you don't please your girl in bed enough, bro, don't even go see Sinners. I guess it's crazy.
Oh
Damn.
shit! Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
Go
bro.
crazy.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen, dude, had to watch this girl get fake banged by Michael B. Jordan at the premiere. That's you're kind of getting cucked in that
Yeah, a
situation.
little bit.
Yeah.
Is that a price you'd pay to be with Haley Seinfeld?
No, nope.
To
Fuck
watch
no.
her in a movie get banged by an actor. Yeah,
No. Well, she's rich.
she's an actress.
That's her job.
She's acting. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
it's not like they're actually having sex.
I would respectfully tell her, like, I love you and I appreciate, I love your work. I'm just not going to watch you. I'm just not going to watch that next to you. Like, I'm not. I'm good.
You have to, though. It's a headline if he's not there.
So I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I would tell the media. So what?
I would go.
Cuck.
I feel like if it was like 50 Shades Gray, maybe different story, but
She's an actress.
So
She's
the
acting.
The
It's
clip
not
I
real.
saw
What are we doing
today
here?
on Twitter was obviously them, making out, whatever, and then she spit in his mouth.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, dude. It's some weird stuff, but no,
Are they married? Or are they just together?
they're engaged.
They're engaged?
I don't know.
Call it off, buddy. Call
Yeah,
it
watch
off.
out, Cindy Sweeney alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened to them. It is what it is. Moving on though. 'Cause a
That's
lot
why
of you
Sydney Sweeney's
motherfuckers-
man broke up with her.
Is that why?
Yeah, you just said that's what happened to them.
I mean, anyone but
that's
you
why.
was at rom-com, and they were real tight with Glenn Powell.
Yeah, that's who
Real
she's
tight.
been hanging out with. Is her co-star?
That's just.
But he's also not Josh Allen. He's not Josh Allen, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. Josh Allen's a fucking man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. A lot of you motherfuckers in the chat, you dirty motherfuckers, been throwing dirt on J-Mo's name. I get the trade conversation next year or 2 years from now, but this year is fucking ridiculous. And to further prove our point that he's not going nowhere, he's going to play for the Detroit Lions and help them contend for a Super Bowl. Here he is at the voluntary workouts today, posted by the Detroit Lions on their social media. I think this is for their Instagram.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
and they said we all Gucci over here.
Cheesin' fam.
Oh, is that what it says?
The caption
Yeah.
was we all Gucci over here.
I
fam.
promise you they are. I just don't get it.
It makes no sense.
Never made fucking sense.
Yeah.
Again, if it was a conversation, if you're gearing up around like years further, where it's an actual conversation, sure. Right now, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Mark Royal, see, we got one. Love you, my boy, but like, what we
Not
doing?
this year. J-Mo getting traded? Not this year. Jameson Williams is going to play for the Lions this year. And like I said, with the contract situation, how it is, with all of the guys having contract situations arise like they are, this is going to happen every single season with a different player. If it's not Jameson Williams, it'll be Brian Branch, or it'll be Jahmyr Gibbs, or it'll be Sam Laporta, or Jack Campbell, whoever it is. This is just going to keep happening. They're not trading Jameson Williams this year. We're fine.
Confirmed. Grommet, are they acting? ... They are, but you gotta,
they are. Oh, Grommet's in the chat? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Tell
Grommet.
Flannel, get out of here.
Is Flannel in the chat?
Run for cover.
They pick co-stars for a reason, says Grommet as well.
They what?
If Brad trades J-Mo, is he still cooking? No. Not this year. If he traded J-Mo this year, like I said before,
I would
if you
criticize
trade
Matt Holmes.
Jamison Williams this year, it would be stupid. Because it would force you to draft a wide receiver. You have to. You have to, at that point, draft a wide receiver high. So it wouldn't make sense. And the return you would get for trading Jamison Williams would not equate to what Jamison Williams does for your team. It would not be a net positive this year. So they're not going to do it.
Mark, I love you, brother.
Draft not over yet. Draft hasn't started
The
yet.
Ivy and J-Mo stuff are completely separate like entities, and like there's a whole other side. I mean, you're watching this team play playoff games and win playoff games right now. When Ivy was healthy, they were below 500. Like what would they're totally different conversations.
But I asked,
and I want to do a victory lap on because it's not fair to because he got hurt. I think I feel like a piece of shit to do it. But we're watching everything I was fucking telling you come to life right now. Just letting you guys know that right now. The J-Mo situation, nothing around that makes sense.
No.
There's, I mean, like, nothing around it makes sense.
Nothing.
Even in a playoff run that you had, when J-Mo was, like,
The best
minuscule in the, regular season. Come postseason, when he was healthy and finally into it with the offense.
He's the best player on the field in the NFC
He was a
Championship
dog
game.
for you.
Yeah.
Absolute dog.
So, but back to my question earlier, though. Ivy will be entering the last year of his rookie contract, for an extension next season. J-Mo, which one are you betting will be in Detroit longer?
J-Mo.
J-Mo?
If I had to, I think they'll both be here.
Simply
I don't think they're moving on for either of them, but
See, I think it's Ivy. Again, a part of it, too, is a restricted free agent. Like, it would have to be like an
RFA.
Yeah, it would have to be a deal that's just the Pistons aren't – a price tag the Pistons aren't willing to pay, which is definitely possible. But I see it's more likely that Ivy is here past this season just because of also the fact that you didn't get this season, like Eazy pointed out, to really see what Ivy is here. So I think that would make management more inclined, where it seems like right now – obviously, I'm not saying J-Mo's getting traded right now, but – it does seem like after this year, there could be questions.
The apron changes things too, man. Like because Duran's up as well.
Yep.
Same year.
True.
The Duran and Cade thing.
But they're
is looking
way
a lot better than the Cade and Ivy thing.
They're like last I checked, they're like over $100 million under the apron. So like they're like way, way, way below that. They're fine.
And it also depends on what type of deal Ivy's going to.
Oh my god, dude,
request.
what are we doing?
Yeah, that's
here?
fair.
Like, I don't think he's worth paying like a huge.
Brendan
chunk
Harris,
of
for sure.
Brendan Harris in the Woodward Sports Chat says, "Look, I love J-Mo, but if I can get Travis Hunter for J-Mo and a couple quality picks,
Yeah, but
you
you're
can't.
not getting that.
can't.
guys.
You can't get that.
You're not getting
So-
that.
You won't.
If you're if like be for real, like Randy Moss went for like a 4th round pick. Just 2 years ago, Jalen Ramsey went for like a 3rd round pick. These are established people, like established guys.
Yeah.
Been him at that position. J-Mo's
Under contract.
questionable, where he's at in status ranking. You're not going to get a fucking 1st overall anything. You're not getting a 1st round pick at all.
I mean,
The
yeah.
first thing a general manager's going to tell you, he's been suspended more times than he had 1,000-yard season.
Like I said, if
He's
I
been hurt as many times as he had 1,000-yard season.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you a 1st round pick.
if I could get prime Jerry Rice for Jamison Williams, yeah, I would, but
Nice.
I can't. So
Nice.
Darn.
Yeah. I guess that's where I'm at for it. Damon Dice, Bears trading up for Abdul Carter. Dream on, brother.
word on the street is Jerry Jones wants J-Mo, says Gromit.
No. You may want him.
Yeah,
That's a part of the Albert Breer conversation. Like, again, circles, NFL circles. Yes, GMs are probably talking about it. They seen the article. They heard Brad talk. Like, okay,
Here
that's
we
a
go.
good fucking player.
Yep.
On a rookie deal right now. Pick up the phone. Brad said, fuck you, bro. What do you mean? I have him for 2 more years. Eat my ass. And to quote Flannel Sam, suck my dick from the back. You're not getting Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
Not right now.
No.
Nick?
The only player like that I can think of that's it's not even that close either is A.J. Brown, who literally had 3 very good seasons, 2 over 1,000 yards, and then an 870-yard season, and he went for the 18th pick and the 101st pick. So that's what they got for A.J. Brown, who had 3 seasons of productive ball. J-Mo has played one season where
you.
he's been productive. I mean, A.J. Brown didn't really have the, some of the off-the-field things, but, like, if anybody projects J-Mo to get you a top 5 pick, you are going to be rudely mistaken. Plus, Jameson Williams is obviously still going to be here, as the Lions put out an Instagram comment today. So I think everybody can put a pause on the J-Mo stuff, and it's been a slow draft season when it comes to reports, so I obviously could see why it got, blown out of proportion a little bit.
And J-Mo's a polarizing guy, man. Like, some people, for whatever reason, just don't like him. But I had somebody last night tell me because I put it out there on Twitter. I bet up to $1,000 the Detroit Lions do not trade Jameson Williams on draft night.
Yeah.
No one took the bet, by the way. All you shit talkers, no one took the bet. Well, one guy hopped in and was like, I don't think they're going to take his 5th-year option. Here's Brad quite literally telling you he's going to take the 5th-year option.
Yeah.
Right here.
Have you made a 5th-year option decision with Jameson yet? I know you got a month still to kind of work through that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's heading that way. That we're most likely gonna be doing that. Look, he was a tremendous player for us last year. He's still scratching the surface. I do think he's got more in him as well. So I just think it just makes sense for us to do what we can to keep him around.
Obviously, by those comments,
to keep him around.
Yeah, obviously by those comments, Brad Holmes is done with him, and he's getting him out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Shout out Keys.
That's where we at. All right, we are well over it. I'm glad we got to take that victory lap for a lot of the haters in the Woodward Sports Chat. I love you guys. Usually I'm the one being called the hater, so I relish these moments. But Feist.
Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Walk-ins always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get a hot leather neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, all that good stuff from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Lady Jane's haircuts for men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. It's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards with Masbury offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that D-Mac trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or give him a call at 248-426-9944.
Welcome back to Woodward Sports. Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward Sports. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I'm Eazy, joined by Raxter, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, young Jerry in the booth as well. Mark Royal. I like you, Mark, but you keep saying things that make me, I don't know if you're fucking with me or what. The offense was top 3, but lost in the first playoff game because they don't have the defenders they needed.
What does that even mean?
The whole fucking team was hurt! They got the defenders! What do you mean? They were injured! What are we doing, Mark? Come on! Jesus.
Don't let them get you. They're the trolls,
What
man.
was Flannel saying?
They don't mean what they're saying. They just say it to get this.
Insanity. Nuts. Cuckoo. I mean, come on. Sorry.
Trolls gonna troll, man. Trolls gonna troll.
I like Mark. Great guy. But he's trolling me right now. I don't appreciate it. I do not appreciate that. What we got over here? So you have Broder says Scotty Montgomery is going to wash J-Mo of all his sins. For real, for real. Scotty M is the perfect receiver coach and mentor for him. J-Mo going to explode this year and humble out of end zones. It's my guy Broder. But I don't even think J-Mo has sins. Like the shit he...
Yeah, J-Mo had a great year last year.
They were just negligent. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go stupid, but like, but common mistake, I'm sure. Like, who was reading the fucking NFL bylaw on the gambling situation? Or the NFL bylaw on the dick pills? Like, you're not fucking, I mean, you should. He knows now.
Yeah.
You know, but like, they're not like he's out there fucking
killing people,
drive-by,
hanging a baby out of the window,
strip club, or you know what I'm saying, like, caught up on Anthony Edwards charges. We got 15 baby mamas, and he's saying, I don't want to see the fucking kid. Like, it's not like John Moore. It's none of that kind of stuff. They're not bad things at all. They're just like negligent, dummy things, straight up. And I guarantee you, by the way, we know how this team had an opportunity to draft Jalen Carter. They passed up on it. If J-Mo had any type of off-field issue to that extent, he wouldn't be on the team. Straight up. Straight up.
Do we also think it could have been a little bit of like Brad, smartest guy in the room, that he knew Gibbs was going to be this elite? He wanted to trade back, get the extra pick, where he, you know,
trade what?
He valued Gibbs more than a guy in Carter.
He traded what?
Traded back, which we will
say
not be seeing tomorrow night out of Brad Holmes. You know that he passed on Carter. Like, could you think he like just always? It was always Gibbs. Like, no matter what in that draft. Like, that's
no, I don't think so. With. I just think it was never Carter.
Yeah.
Like, it was never going to be.
Wasn't it the Witherspoon? Wasn't it reported
it was Witherspoon,
that they were?
Yeah, that's what.
That was their guy.
They wanted Witherspoon bad.
Yeah.
And, you know, unfortunately, Seattle took him, so they made the move.
Well, fortunately, they did.
Dude, I just saw 3 people walking right back and forth here wearing Knicks stuff, so I think the Knicks are in Birmingham. It looked like
there, like where they usually at.
Like walk, yeah, probably over there.
Yeah, kind of.
So I do a lap.
What's her name? The ice skater? They clipped her heel.
So I don't know. They took her knee out. They didn't clip her heel. They ended her career.
Ended her career?
Oh yeah,
I thought she skated
dude.
again
No, broke her whole fucking knee up.
Well, I could swear she was.
I mean, she probably skated, but she didn't fucking. That's from Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
When he breaks his ankle and they're doing the Iron Lotus in reverse.
Will Arnett.
Yeah.
The movie was awful, by the way.
That's a great movie,
Awful
dude.
movie.
What?
Phenomenal movie.
Terrible movie.
What?
Got garbage. Why do
That's
you know
a terrible take, bro.
It's all
Pam from The Office is like the you know,
dude, the
sister.
The sister, yeah.
And they blame her.
Blades of Glory is great. When he shoots the fucking mascot in the head with the crossbow.
The only funny part is Will Ferrell.
Dude, that's a great movie.
It's because of your pigmentation, Easy.
Yeah, you can't appreciate the
white art.
The white art of figure skating.
It's definitely not happening.
Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding.
Yeah, and Nancy Kerrigan.
Call me Nancy Kerrigan. Didn't VOB have a Nancy Kerrigan bar? Call me Nancy Kerrigan.
I don't know.
All right, Spinny, this is our final show before tomorrow's draft.
Yeah.
We will not be on air before the draft.
No.
When we come back from break, I want your final draft for the Detroit Lions.
My final mock?
Your final mock.
Okay. I might be able to cook something up. Let's go to break. Tell us about socials.
That was great.
Cringe.
That was great. Follow us on all social media platforms at Woodward Sports, YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. Everywhere you get your Detroit sports, the #1 Detroit sports digital network is right there, Woodward Sports. Breaking news, live reactions from all of the best Detroit sports personalities you know and love. Make sure you are giving us a follow everywhere at Woodward Sports.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone. The boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports. The bats are hot, and the weather's getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
Eazy Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Use promo code Woodward1000. Your first bet up to $1,000. You'll get back in bonus bets if it doesn't hit. Just scan that QR code above my head and use the promo code. Eazy Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Samoa Raxter.
What up, though?
Nicholas Koloff. We got Seinfeld, a.k.a. Steiny, in the building as well. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We got two mocks, actually, Spinny.
Yeah.
We also got P.D. Schrager's mock, who's been historically one of the most accurate guys. We also got Spinny's mock. You got a Lions mock or what?
Lions mock.
Which one do you want to do?
It's up to you. You're gassing up Peter Schrager. Let's do your boyfriend first, I guess.
Nick, what would you like to do first?
Let's see the fake one.
Out.
I say let's see the fake one first in Peter Schrager's before we get to the real experts on the desk.
There we go.
All right.
See, that's a real
Does it
one.
make you feel
better? Yeah, it did make me feel better.
I should have said that way. I'm sorry.
You never know how to talk to me. Dude, get a ticket for Sunday.
Dude, I'm an actor, all right? Jeez. Number 1 overall, Cam Ward. Everyone knows that. Number 2, Travis Hunter. 3, Abdul Carter. 4, who do you think? Patriots.
Tat McMillan.
That'd be crazy. It's Will Campbell. Number 5 is where the surprise comes. Number 5 is Ashton Genty going to the Jaguars.
Chris, that's not even a light pole. It's just a pole.
I am rattled.
Dude,
I realized that as soon as I posted it.
Guy's falling
Easy.
apart.
I know we'll get to it later. That is my bold
spiraling
prediction.
right
I think
now.
I was the first one to say that on the network, but I do think that they go Ashton Genty to pair with Trevor Lawrence and take some pressure off of him.
Can I do you one better?
You think the Patriots grab him?
Bears talking about moving
Wow.
Mike Vrabel, the most success he has with the elite running back in Derrick Henry. He has a young quarterback as well. Everyone says tight end's a quarterback's best friend. He's growing up in Madden. They did. A real quarterback's best friend is an elite run game.
Yeah.
Set the play action, load the box up. I think that makes all the sense in the world for them to go Ashton Genty. And he's one of the 5 that I consider like an actual star in this draft.
Yeah.
Number 4, I think. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
I think so. I think it's a little aggressive. The Bears are talking about moving up, though. Did you see that?
What did you say?
Bears are talking about moving up.
I did not see that.
Yeah. I'd assume it'd be for Genty.
Have to be for Genty.
Yeah.
It had to go. They had 5, I feel like.
Maybe it's for
You have
Jackson
to jump
Dart.
ahead of the Raiders unless the Raiders want to trade with you. What'd you say?
I said maybe it's for Jackson Dart. You'd have to go. You'd have to get ahead of the Raiders.
That's hilarious.
They do have the S. They got 2 like nice second
Yeah.
rounders as well.
39 and 41.
If you're
They
the
have the
Patriots,
ammo.
would you take the first and 2 seconds? I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
2 seconds?
I mean, you're not going to do it for
6
one.
spots back. You can.
You'd
I
have
wonder
to.
what that chart looks like for 39.
Because what they moved up 6 spots.
Who?
The Bears didn't they? Or did the Bears move back 6 spots? They moved back 6 spots, but that
They
was
got
for the,
that first
that
round
was for the
pick
number 1
from the
overall pick,
Panthers.
though. Yeah.
But they got it from the Panthers before it was number 1 overall pick. Remember the Panthers wanted to move up for Bryce Young.
Yeah, the Panthers moved up
Yeah,
for
they
the number
moved
1
up,
overall
and they
pick.
gave up that year's first, and then that. First
Yeah,
ended
but
up being-
again, that was for the number 1 overall pick, not 6 or 4. That is a difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'd have to pull up the trade chart and see if that one would make sense. But number 4, Will Campbell. I think, again, though, I think Ashton. I think there's a reason why they're not talking about it, too, so it could sneak attack.
Looks like an invalid wrote this poll. Smash the like button. Chris is rattled. 200 likes.
It's okay, buddy.
Guy's falling apart in there, bro.
Wednesdays,
I'm
am I
spiraling.
right?
I have spiraled.
All right, who's next?
My brain is dead.
You don't got to do all.
Who's next?
Give the important ones.
Genty 5.
What'd you say?
Genty 5. Who goes
Genty
6?
5. Armand Mendu 6. Raiders. Jets. Tyler Warren. Number 8. Carolina Panthers. Jalen Walker. Number 9. A little bit of surprise right there. Mind you, Schrags does these based off conversations he's had with actually general managers and scouts. Mykel Williams. Number 9. New Orleans Saints. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
We've kind of, at least in my mind, I've paired him and Shamar pretty similarly. Nick?
Yep.
Don't hate it. Obviously, more production on one side, but different scheme.
Yes. Number 10, he does have a Chicago trade. He has Chicago Bears trading back to 14 with the Indianapolis Colts moving up to select Colson Loveland, number 10 overall.
Wow.
Bold.
Don't
love that for Indiana.
No.
I don't even know who would take him for them to have to move up to do that.
So from 14? Yeah, I don't.
Because behind them, it's the 49ers with Walter Nolan, the Cowboys with Tyler Booker.
Cowboys might.
13, Mason Graham. Mason Graham fell to 13.
That's crazy.
In your mind. But I've been telling you guys, he's very good. But the elite stuff, there's not really conversations being had about that.
Yeah.
Tell that to Michigan's defense, who was elite with him anchoring it for the last 3 seasons.
With him, Kenneth Grant, Josiah Stewart,
he made all those guys. He made them look better.
Yeah, they all made each other look better. That's how it works.
Mason's going to be a good player.
I agree.
But Colson Loveland to the Colts, I see that happen at 14. I don't see why he'd have to move up. I don't know who ahead of them would take him. But Mason Graham, 13.
Cowboys probably.
Yeah. I think Cowboys are going offensive lineman for sure. That's the
don't.
only little bit of success they've had in the last decades when that offensive line was fucking primo.
Jerry's gonna
draft
the second running back off the board. Try to be flashy wide receiver to go with CD. He's gonna do something to try to get the fans back on board because Cowboy fans are not happy right now. I was talking to one last night.
Yeah.
I'm going offensive line for Cowboys.
Who's your Cowboy guy?
My bartender.
Nice.
Second best?
Across the street. Nice. Under the apartment. Celebratory beer.
That's fucking sick. You got a bar in the apartment complex?
I was going to go work out, and I was walking past the bar, and I saw my bar guy.
Goblin mask, dude. Green goblin mask. Coward.
Yeah. That's a good voice.
Literally. Hadn't seen him in a couple weeks. Stopped in, had a beer. Didn't work out.
Green goblin mask for sure.
Makes you want to flex. Flash this tiger.
Fucking beam of light shines on the 1 Miller light sitting on the bar.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think the Bears took with number 14?
I don't know.
Bears
Offensive line.
Calvin Banks Jr. out of Texas, the offensive tackle, probably going to play guard at the NFL level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jihad Campbell, number 15 for the Falcons.
Damn.
Jade Barron, number 16 the Cardinals. Still no Will Johnson. Mike Green, 17 to the Bengals.
Mike Green, 17.
Would make sense, though. If they get rid of Trey Henderson. He's more of a speedier guy, too.
Bada bing.
Gray Zabel, 18 to the Seahawks. I've been seeing that a lot. That must be a lock to happen.
Yeah.
Ted McMillan to the Buccaneers.
Mike Evans replacement?
Mike Evans replacement? I guess so. I got to read his read up.
I don't hate that.
Emeka Ibuka to number 20 to the Broncos.
Wow.
Shador Sanders, number 21. That's when I actually caught this morning. He was talking
21.
about, I haven't really heard anything on this one, but it just makes sense. So, we'll see how that situation goes.
What the heliante?
What the heliante? What the heliana? What the hell y'all?
So there's one name I haven't heard yet.
Which one?
Walter Nolan.
Oh,
still on the board, and we're past 21.
I sped past that. I apologize. Walter Nolan was number 11 to the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, jeez.
He did say that, yeah. Open your fucking ears, Nick.
Yeah, shampoo.
I usually what the fuck? I usually have headphones on, boys. I'm getting used to this.
That's fair. Inside joke. No one else will get that. Number 22, Kenneth Grant to the Chargers. made the first round cut. Number 23. Hey, listen up. Important here, guys. Divisional opponent. Green Bay Packers select Matthew Golden. They don't really take first-round wide receivers, but I could see why.
Another wide receiver, too.
I was looking at this website, and I actually closed it out, but it has like all the teams and who they visited with. the way we've been meeting with Josiah Stewart, they've been meeting with Matthew Gold.
Really?
Yeah, like multiple times. Amari Hampton, running back to the Minnesota Vikings at 24. I'm so mad about this one.
I'd actually not mind either of those. As a division rival, I would not be scared of either of those two players joining the division.
Yeah.
No.
I'd be more scared if the Vikings got one of those safeties.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, just because
Malachi Starks or something like that. Yeah.
Just because their DC he's sick with it.
Yep.
Can't think of his name right now.
Not Todd Bowles. Brian Flores.
Brian Flores, thank you.
Black guy defense.
Lovie Smith. Number 25, the Texans rebuild their offensive line after trading one of the best linemen in the league. Whatever. Donovan Jackson. Love that guy.
They
Number 26.
drafted him?
Huh?
They drafted Donovan Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Number 26.
Literally need him.
Your guy. Giants move back into the first round.
Darty!
With the Los Angeles Rams at pick
Let's
26.
fucking Darty, bruh.
Who doesn't love a good Darty?
Love a Darty.
Jackson Dart. I guess
To the Giants, that sucks. He's going to be bad.
That one girl that dated him keeps telling a bunch of shit about how bad of a dude he is.
Fuck yeah.
Great quarterback.
Great quarterback.
Great quarterback.
Dude,
it translates.
I mean, look at
translates. It translates, bro. I'm telling you. Look at Tom Brady.
What do you mean? I guess he did cheat on his first wife, which is out.
Yeah.
Cheated on his first wife and then wouldn't hang out with his wife and kids because he was too focused about football and ended up ruining his family.
That's fair.
He gives me a little bit of Baker and Manziel vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the vibe I get from Jackson Dart.
Baltimore Ravens grabbed Josh Simmons from Ohio State, offensive tackle. He's kind of like my offensive tackle one, and I think that'd be a great pick for them. I even love the Lions, to be honest with you, too. Brad loves him injured, so might could happen. 28. Detroit Lions select Will Johnson down the sidelines in Honolulu blue.
Really?
Will Johnson falls to 28, and the Detroit Lions select him.
I mean, he would definitely be the best player on the board if he fell to 28. What did he say? Did he say anything about it?
I didn't have the blur. I could pull it up real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm just looking at the photo.
Nick, how would you feel? Nick would be conflicted.
Nick would be in heaven. What do
you guys know I don't want a freaking cornerback.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
If it's Will Johnson, the number one cornerback, if you're putting Travis as a wideout, I mean, talk about no-fly zone, or I mean, that's what you're starting to look at between.
This defense would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if he's on the board, I'm taking him. There's not a chance I'm passing on that kind of talent. If this guy doesn't sit out the back end of the season, you're legitimately talking about a top 7, top 8 pick. Number one shutdown cornerback.
Cooked last year.
Then you can put Arnold, slide him in the 2 or even
He's
the slot.
Nickel.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he played at Alabama. The star position, they called it.
I am crashing out in a good way if this happens, but it's we don't need it.
Dog, that shit would be fire.
What do we do with Rakestraw?
DJ, I mean, you got to eat. You got to fight for your job, I guess.
How are you guys feeling if they take Will Johnson?
I think that defense would be fucking stacked, son. With Aiden Hudson coming back healthy, once Lee McNeil obviously comes back too, I'm in favor of moving Terrion into the slot. Will Johnson outside. Obviously, DJ Reed, you paid a lot of money too. He's playing outside. And he's already experienced, or I guess ventured in being a slot cornerback. Didn't really work out for him. And then you have 2 of the best safeties in the league. Bro, what?
Watashi Wasta.
Defense wins championship, brothers. Yeah. You'd be doing pretty fucking good there.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad at it. That would be BPA 1,000% if Will Johnson's still there at 28. Who went after? What's
real quick here? If this is the case for the Lions, if Will Johnson ultimately is the pick, who had 9 career interceptions at Michigan, 3 pick sixes, elite prospect from the cornerback position, super physical, great ball skills. Big time in the national championship run that the Michigan Wolverines had. I'm re-signing Zadarius Smith after the draft, 100% to beef up that D-line. And then the second round, I'm looking at interior defensive line, and I'm looking to move up. That's how I bolster the D-line to go with this cornerback in the first round.
Did he
This is the mock-up. You want to read the
It was just first round?
Just first round, yes.
Okay.
This is Johnson's stock. Has slipped a bit. He had a foot injury last season and was inconsistent for the Wolverines. He also sat out Michigan's pro day because of a hamstring injury. He's a top-level talent, though, and he'd be perfect corner to complement Terrion Arnold. It's not much.
He didn't mention DJ Reed at all.
He did not.
Or Ennis Rakestraw.
Yeah, he did not.
Pete mailing this one in?
I mean, these aren't like very detailed. I kind of, maybe.
Mason
But maybe the insight he has there is that Brad's going BPA. Maybe he's calling, that's what he's
Can
getting.
you see Will Johnson falling that far, though?
Outside of the Shador pick, he's pretty detailed. Like, he only puts out one mock a year.
Yeah.
But he could be wrong,
Oh, for sure. It's a mock draft.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I really don't.
I wouldn't hate it either. Like I said, that would be the best player available for sure. I can't see a world where he slides to 28.
Yeah. Following that, Washington Commanders take Shamar Stewart. Buffalo Bills take.
How do you feel about that? If they take Will Johnson, Shamar Stewart goes the pick after.
I think Will Johnson is a better player than Shamar Stewart. That's why you can't see him falling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
no way. He's top 15 talent in the draft.
I think Shamar's very much a question mark, but he fits what the Detroit Lions do in terms of just collapsing the pocket, playing the run. Like, if you draft him, I don't think you're drafting for production, obviously, but you're drafting for disruption, and he brings that for sure.
Does he have the Eagles taking James Pierce?
He has the – by the way, Chiefs taking James Pierce.
Oof.
No, Eagles take Maxwell Harrison.
What?
Yeah. The Eagles took cornerbacks with the first and second picks a year ago, but that doesn't mean they won't add again, considering the turnover this offseason. Harrison is a speedster, ran a 4.28 40-yard dash to the combine, who is just scratching the surface of his talent.
The two teams that both drafted two cornerbacks in the first and second round last year, both taking a cornerback in the first round again.
Both guys are BPA guys. And they both are doing pretty fucking good at their job.
Yeah?
Bitch, don't get too comfortable.
I don't know, yeah.
I'm going to say here, fellas, I just looked back at last year. Schrager, he had a lot of movement in part, but I am pretty sure he went 3 for 3 on the first 3 picks and missed every single one after.
Yeah.
And it was pretty locked up for the most part in those top 3 quarterbacks last season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we all kind of.
I mean, it is hard if you get one pick wrong in a mock. It's like everything falls back.
Do you guys want to
don't see a slide?
Pool mocks and see how many of us, like, who gets the most right? Just a first rounder.
I'm not locked in like
Yeah.
that. I don't
Yeah,
think.
but fuck it. I mean, anything can happen.
I mean,
see what
we
happened
could put
last
a
year.
Pizza bet on it.
If you want to put pizza on it, yeah, I'll put pizza on it.
I don't feel like doing all that work. I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not pooling shit. Like,
let's do it.
Somebody can find mine.
By the way, what would heavyweight spelling be? I don't know if it's coming today.
I think we're gonna say that's a Friday thing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a Friday.
Yeah, have some White Claws.
Absolutely.
This is the best thing I've ever had. Let's go break. We'll come back. We'll get to the real mock drafts from the real experts coming up next. But first, let me tell you about Buddy's Pizza. Buddy's Pizza created the category of the original Detroit-style pizza and has been serving it since 1946. Make sure you come down to their downtown location tomorrow. That's where we are going to be doing the live watch party for the Pistons game and for the draft. So come out, have a good time. It's Buddy's Pizza. They're a Detroit institution. You can use promo code 10MEAL to get 10% off your order today. Buddy's Pizza.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Hey, give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Yes. Jars wants to welcome everyone to the Deli Day, a statewide celebration on May 3rd. To kick off the full deli-style experience, Jars will host the Deli Day on May 3rd, offering a stacked lineup of in-store promotions. Customers can receive a free eighth of flour, up to $20 value while supplies last, or take advantage of BOGO deals, which is buy one, get one free on deli-style flour up to an ounce. Meaning buy one, get one free ounces. And there's no value on that one. You get top shelf stuff. That's amazing. And first 100 customers will score a free ounce. Bro, I'm sorry. This is a crazy deal. The date marks a significant milestone for Jars, as it's the anniversary of the retailer opening its very first store in Detroit, a fitting tribute to its roots and continued evolution. For more information on Deli Day and participating locations, visit www.shopjars.com or follow @jars_life on Instagram for updates. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Dude.
Don't fucking look at me like that.
I was just looking at you, bro.
Don't you
Relax.
fucking dare,
Don't
dude.
flannel me, all right? I'm your fucking Huckleberry.
I'm your fucking Huckleberry. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Live, WoodSports.com. Me, Sean, my Raxter, Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Is Sawingfield in the building as well. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend.
People are saying we should just call him Zordon.
See, that's a natural.
Because we use Zordon for him.
Zordon. Do you know who
Shampoo,
Zordon is?
should we call him Shampoo?
Shampoo would be a good one. Would you rather be Zordon or Shampoo?
Do not call me Shampoo, bro.
My bad, dude.
Is that Zordon? Is that the dude from... Oh, I might get around, might get cooked.
No.
Power Rangers?
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Go.
Yeah, I never really got who he was. Like, was he God?
I don't know.
Like, who was, you know?
I feel like he was like the president or something.
He'd come through on FaceTime
Like
before
the
FaceTime.
world president.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
The Lions are drafting Derek Harmon.
Yeah.
That's why I want to announce our pick on Thursday night. Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Sick.
That would be cool.
That'd be crazy. Danny G says Rip Chris.
Rip Chris.
Oh, because we're not hitting that 150?
Yeah.
200 likes? That's crazy, guys.
Yeah, we got to take him out back.
No love for Chris. Shampoo.
Just look at the flowers.
I kind of do like shampoo. I'm not going to lie.
Shampoo's fun.
Shampoo! No conditioner is better.
I just feel like people are gonna think I'm dirty, bro. If I'm named Shampoo.
No, you're clean.
Oh, you're clean. You're named after
Yeah, but
soap.
then it's like, bro, you need some shampoo. Like that's what I get it from.
Nah, you smell. Shampoo smells great.
No, if you need shampoo, that's the plug.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true. Yeah.
You should just start carrying bottles of shampoo in your
Sorry,
bag.
I got to now. My nickname's Shampoo, bro.
Shampoo.
Travel size.
Yeah, just start throwing them out your pocket.
Yeah, at the Pistons game, we'll throw shampoo.
That'd be crazy. Because Dan G asked, can Bane announce our pick? But that'd be sick if the NFL allowed, like be creative with your
Fake
pick
people.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I don't know. It's whoever.
Bane and Zordon don't exist, dude.
Spider-Man fucking
I mean,
comes
Sketch
out
did it.
to announce
Everybody
our
Sketch
pick.
did do it.
Sketch
Sketch is
did it.
basically
You
a
could
fake
probably-
person.
You
He
could
is a
probably
fake person.
Figure something out to do that.
He was a
Didn't King of Michael Key announce it? He's not a fake person.
Spider-Man does it. Everybody gets one.
Oh, what are we talking about, King and Michael Key?
Sorry, Nick. You made out with him, all right? But
Yeah.
Jesus, he wishes.
He does.
Chris had it ready.
Now,
he is looking at you for sure.
you guys are really close, dude.
Like Yeah, he's thinking about
That's
it.
my guy.
Did you get in close like that, or did he?
No, you think I'm getting close to Keegan Michael Key?
I don't know.
No, I think he wanted to make me comfortable.
Dude, put it back up there. Did he make it comfortable getting that close to you?
Hey, he was like, he had his hand on my shoulder. You know, he's trying to like, make it like a.
Dude, he was trying to fuck you.
He was trying
Chill. No,
He's
no,
definitely
no.
initiated.
Dude, he's Hollywood. He was trying to fuck you.
No, he's
Relax.
not. Chill out. Keegan is a Detroit legend and an absolute great actor.
Easy got some
Friend of the network.
Friend of the network.
He was
He is a
just
fan of
starstruck.
Woodward Sports. There will be no fucking Keegan
Easy,
slander
you got
here.
some competition.
He's
At
not
all.
slander.
It's not slander. He was just a little close.
You got some competition, Easy.
That could have been that could be a funny skit. That could be a funny skit.
What?
Keegan, that could be your next skit. Act like you're a journalist getting interviewed or something like that, or you're interviewing a player and the journalist just keeps getting closer to the player during the
I want to
interview.
smell your breath.
Yeah,
Everybody chill the fuck
It
out.
smells exactly how it look.
definitely looked like you guys were gonna make out. Would you if you asked?
No, dude.
What if he was like, I can make you
No.
super
A star.
Tigers
No,
beat
we are
reporter.
not doing this today. I've heard your stories of your boy, and no, this is not.
I told you
gonna
about
be one of
Dan?
those.
Oh.
Yes, I think you said it.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a
You did
friend,
not say
though.
the name, though.
But
all right, football.
football. Yeah, crazy story.
Football.
You want to be a star, kid.
Found out some other shit. All right, anyway.
We only got 3 minutes left. Do you want to go to break and then we'll do the mock drafts?
Sure.
All right, let's go to break, and then we'll do mock drafts. That's how you burn a segment right there, folks. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone. Everybody can work out. It's a great spot. They have tons of equipment. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes. All memberships include fitness training. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Morax here to talk to you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they're partnering with Woodward Sports. You know what that means? I'm going to be feeling extra good all summer long. Mad Packs is going to take your game to the next level. High-low, getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. Boom Shakalaka is a live resin-infused tarantula. This one's the bomb. Blizzard Packs, THCA Moon Rocks, they hit like a blizzard. Coming to select retailers in May 2025. Stay tuned for Woodward Sports for all the latest updates.
What up, welcome back to Whatever Waits Live on Sports.com. Eazy by Raxter and Chris. Nicholas Koloff and Shampoo. Oh, let's make a poll. Shampoo or I was trying to say like Adam Sandler. You give me your best.
I don't know.
Shampoo.
That movie sucks.
Billy Madison sucks?
No, it doesn't.
I'm about to say.
It's poop humor, though.
Billy Madison. Yeah, Billy Madison's an all-time classic.
It's...
Stop looking at me, Schwad.
I wouldn't put it in the top 5 Adam Sandler movies.
It's definitely top 5 Adam Sandler movie.
I got...
Big
Daddy, Longest Yard, Mr. Deeds, Happy Gilmore. Not in any order. But Big Daddy, Longest Yard, Mr. Deeds, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups, all over Billy Madison.
That's My Boy is a slut.
That's My Boy
movie.
That's My Boy is
I actually
great.
never seen it.
Dude, very
Bro,
funny.
watch
It's
this
funny.
tonight.
Also,
Yes.
his character is kind of stupid in it, but it's still funny.
He-
Because he's the only one that's like that. It's not like everybody. It's like he's literally the only one that's like, and it's funny. It's a good
That
movie.
sounds awful.
No, it's really
it's
funny.
great.
Does little Nicky crack in anyone in the top 5?
He bangs his teacher. He's in love with her.
I like Billy
that's
Madison.
the
I
kid,
like
yeah.
Billy Madison better than Happy Gilmore. Or not Happy Gilmore. Better than Waterboy.
What?
Yeah. Billy Madison's better than Waterboy.
I agree.
Dumbo says no Click. Click's sad.
Click is
I
sad.
like his new one too.
Zohan sucks,
with,
Phil. That movie's
Which
bad.
one?
Like the prospect, and he's like going out.
Oh yeah, Hustle.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh yeah, that
Hustle
that
was
was like a
fun.
film.
Yeah, I don't
Those
count
comedies.
those. Yeah, I don't
You
count
were
that. I've
talking
never
humor,
seen
though?
Uncut Gems. I heard that's really
Oh,
good.
dude,
Yeah.
Uncut Gems is fire.
I like that.
Everyone says that.
Fire. Unbelievable fire.
taking
Really, I'm
KG
trying to think if I
rebounds.
like Waterboy better than Billy Madison. Captain didn't say no shit was no mercy.
Billy Madison. And it's
She showed me her boobies, and I like those too.
yeah, like you played a cousin. I don't know.
Speaking of cousins,
Speaking of cousins,
I was driving on the way in today. I was like, Chris is like a real life Forrest Gump.
The cobbler is good too.
Just a cousin striving in life.
yep.
I respect it.
Jenny.
All right, let's get back to football here. NFL draft is tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I did my final mock draft. Obviously, we're not going to be doing any more. We don't have the show tomorrow. But this is my final mock draft
The catfish are
on the
huge.
season. In the first round, I have the Detroit Lions taking Tyreek Williams, defensive tackle out of Ohio State. They like him. He's versatile. He can play the 3-tech. He can play the nose tackle as well. He provides a lot. Obviously, he's an insane run stopper, and he can get to the quarterback a little bit as well. In the second round, I have them taking Josiah Stewart at number 60 overall. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I would be extremely surprised if they left the draft not having Josiah Stewart on their team. They've talked to him so many times. They love him as a prospect. He can do a lot of different things for your team. And then at third round, I got them going interior offensive line with Miles Frazier, a mauler, a guy that would be ready to go week one if he had to, and a guy that I think would be a long-term solution in that interior offensive line for the Detroit Lions. Then I got Torrey Horton. They sold me on him, the wide receiver. Obviously, we talked about kind of would be a Tim Patrick replacement, a 6'2 guy. He can go out there. He can make big contested catches down the sideline. I think they bring him in. Jalen Reed, safety, Penn State, Michigan guy, Detroit guy. They need somebody that can kind of do both in that safety spot. They're going to need a guy that's versatile and you can move around as a depth safety. And I think Jalen Reed would be a good spot for them. They've met with him as well. They like him. I could see them bringing him in there. I got Nick Martin, linebacker out of Oklahoma State. This guy is a tackling machine. That's all he does is see ball, hit ball. He's got great speed sideline to sideline. Not the biggest guy, but he's a 6 foot, 250-pound guy. But like I said, he makes tackles, he makes plays. He would be a good depth piece for this linebacking core and a good special teamer. And then I know 2 wide receivers maybe isn't the move or might not be realistic, but Nick Nash was sitting there for me in the 7th round, and they like him a lot. He's like Amon-Ra St. Brown clone, but a little bit bigger. I took Nick Nash there with the last pick of that draft.
I hate Tyreek Williams at 28. Gonna be honest with you.
Why?
Too early. Just too early for him. I think he's a second-round pick. Day 2 guy for sure. I
Sounds
see
like
the
something
first
Brad
round.
Holmes would do.
No, not really. Well, I guess. Nah, I don't know. I don't see Tyreek Williams as a first-round pick. But I guess at pick 28, you are nearing that second-round pick, and if your goal is to get a need at defensive tackle, there he is. But I'm not a fan of him that early. But I don't hate the player, so I wouldn't be like super pissed. And if it's Brad making the move, then it's like okay.
Yeah, I think
Maybe something
he shows the things that Brad likes with the versatility of being able to play both of those interior defensive line spots, the kind of freakish athleticism to be able to move at the size he is. Like I said, 6'3", 240 pounds. He ran a 4.6 40 and at a 1.6 10-yard split. So I think they're intrigued by that. Obviously, they brought him in as a top 30 visit. They like what they see in him.
Nick?
I'm with you. I think it's early on him.
Oh, hold on one second. Come on, shampoo.
I'm taking a swing up. Tyleek's not the high upside guy I think I'm looking for this defensive line. I do think it is a safe pick, though. But I don't know if Brad's really for the safe picks. I love Josiah Stewart in the second round. I think this is a home run.
Yeah.
But just not in love with the first there.
And
But you have seen him connected, so I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you too on the Josiah Stewart stuff. Like, all the way.
Who else was on the board for Tyleek there?
The boards were kind of crazy because you know
Yeah.
how those mock draft works. There was
Yeah.
still a bunch of people there that wouldn't be there, so I just didn't even
gotcha.
take any of them. I took a guy that I have realistic expectations to be there.
Yeah, what were you drafting on?
I forget what the website is.
Kraftmacancheese.com.
Something like that.
Draft.
NFL mock draft database.com.
Ah, nice. Best football movie semi-pro. Yeah,
basketball.
I think I love everything else outside Tyleek Williams. I was kind of like combing the chat, see if they had anything to say on that one, but
After Tyleek Williams, it went Matthew Golden 29, Trey Amos, Nick Scorton 31, and then Omarion Hampton 32. And yeah, Derek Harmon went 38.
Yeah, I'm
Kenneth
taking
Grant.
Derek Harmon went 38.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Kenneth
So
Grant went 41.
You like Tyleek over Harmon then?
James Pierce went 45. Yeah, I do.
And Grant.
Yes. I think he's
Wait,
more.
what?
I think he's more versatile.
That's crazy.
I think Kenneth Grant's kind of locked into what he is, and he is a nose tackle. I think Tyleek Williams can provide you a pass rush element as well that Kenneth Grant can't.
Chris, I'm saying
I think he's a better athlete.
Yeah, I disagree, but it can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I think Kenneth Grant and Derek Harmon are both better. I think there's more questions though with both guys. I guess technically, I mean Kenneth Grant not as many for me. I think he's still gonna be. He could be a stud at the NFL level. Obviously, explosiveness for his size is ridiculous. And then obviously Derek Harmon. My questions for him is like, okay, it's only been like 1 year of this, you know. So I get that. I did a 1 through 32. So we did opposites. I did what I told you guys a little bit earlier. I took Ashton Ginty, number 4 to the New England Patriots. Mason Graham, 5 the Jaguars. Everything on here is pretty much chalk up until I guess I get this one because division opponent. Armand Membu fell to 10 in my mock draft to the Chicago Bears. How would you guys feel about that one?
I mean, that would be a great pick by the Bears.
Yeah, I'd hate it.
Yeah.
I'd hate it.
They'd be loading up that offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Nick, if Armand Membu fell to the Bears, would you hate it?
I mean, it just seems like they're going to try to do everything that the Lions did, to be honest. Like, that's
so
what
far.
the Bears are trying to do. They're trying to recreate it, and we've seen this completely backfire in the face of a regime because it backfired in the face of our regime here. I just don't think you can do it like the one that was already done at this high of a level. I mean, obviously it's not rocket science to build both lines and run the football. You're going to have success, but I mean, good luck. I don't know much on Membu, but obviously,
yeah.
I mean, he's no Penei Sewell. I'll promise you that. I can say that with certainty. So,
yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like him in the run game. He's really athletic. Rovin Singh in the Woodward Sports Chat says I like Darius Alexander as someone who can play everywhere in the line. I actually like Darius Alexander a lot too. Like he would be so much higher for me on my board, but he had like a back injury or some shit. He's already like 24. It's like a back injury. I mean, we're
Shout out
watching-
Levi.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The first round. I do like him though. On everything he put on tape. Obviously, the combine numbers were all crazy. All that. I told you I got the Cowboys' second offensive lineman, Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas to Texas Dallas Cowboys. That one just makes sense. A little bit of a jump for Gray Zabel at 13. If you're in Miami, you're not drafting an offensive lineman. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, to be honest with you. Like you're wasting your time, in my opinion. Tua gets hurt. You saw what happens. I don't know. Miami's a mess. Colson 11, 14. Mike Green to the Falcons. Will Johnson to the Cardinals. Shore Sanders to the Steelers I had at 21, but I'm skipping stuff around here. Walter Nolan, 17 to the Bengals. Michael Williams, 18 to the Seahawks. Omarion Hampton to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Ted McMillan to the Chargers. You think Jim Harbaugh will take a wide receiver?
Yeah. I don't know if he falls that far, though, but if he's there, I think Jim Harbaugh would take him.
I think it was – and by the way, too, I'm not a – this has nothing to do with nothing, and obviously he's very successful in everything he's done. I'm not a big Todd McShay guy. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't buy in, really. He had some stuff come out about Ted that, like, I guess –
That's the first wide receiver off the board at 22.
Yeah. I think it could happen. I really do.
He's the only wide receiver. Oh, no, Golden. Okay.
Yeah, Matthew Golden right after the Green Bay Packers. Malachi Starks to the Vikings. So where's your reaction to the division picks? Matthew Golden, Packers. We kind of talk about that.
Starks sucks.
Yeah, Starks sucks. Not that worried about Matthew Golden.
No.
Especially if we end up getting with Johnson. I mean, come on. Josh Connerly to the Texans. Donovan Jackson to the Rams. Jahdae Barron to the Ravens. And the Detroit Lions took Derek Harmon.
I don't think the Lions pass on Jahad Campbell if he's there.
That I did. So someone said that on Twitter, and I agree. I think that could.
He would be the best player available for sure.
I can see him going Jahad Campbell
or Booker.
I'm not a big Tyler Booker guy. I think he's extremely overrated. To be honest with you, I think he's like fit for a power scheme, and the rest is like you got to teach him.
Yeah,
he's got to be coached up. But that's just. I mean, not just me. Other people are saying that too. But I like Donovan Jackson, my favorite, like actual guard in this draft. And he was kind of forced to play tackle. He may be in the category of tackles moving to guard, but he played guard and then had to move to tackle after their injury.
Yeah.
But he could play zone. He could play power.
Wow, Landon Jackson in the first round?
Yeah, second time I did that. I think that size and then the what he put in the combine, like the get off. Put him on a stacked defensive line they way out, like he's going to be successful.
Yeah.
You know? But I do think he's a bit boxy. I ain't going to lie. But, yeah, that is my final 32. Again, we won't be on tomorrow, but we will be for the Pistons post-game and the Pistons watch party at Buddy's. We'll be pretty sauced up because we'll be at LCA. What are they calling that thing? Block party or something?
Whatever it is, we're going to be there.
We're going to be there. So come find your boys. Get yourself an interview. Spinny also accidentally bought tickets to Sunday's game.
Well, it wasn't accidentally.
No, it wasn't.
Those were – I was buying tickets for Sunday's game. It's just I thought Chris was going, so I bought him in a certain row. But he's not.
Far, far away.
Yeah.
And now see, plot twist, now we're actually sitting next to each other. He tried to buy opposite side of the arena, but I gave him the wrong – you, for Sunday.
Yeah, but you're not going Sunday, so what do you mean we're sitting next to each other?
It's all right.
Chris, you're buying the
joke.
seats.
It's a joke.
Wait, do you have one?
I have one. Yeah, I bought one.
Oh, shit. I thought you had multiple. And
No, I bought-
Chris said he was going to buy them from you. Okay.
No, fuck no, dude. What? No, I bought a single ticket.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be in the game. I'm hyped.
I'll be in there next Thursday for Game 6. Hopefully it doesn't get there.
Oh, that's what you bought your tickets for?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you bought your tickets
Game
for Sunday.
6 is going to be fucking insane. If that is the closeout game. And
No
we
such
come
thing
back
as
3-2.
Game 6.
Pistons in 5.
Pistons in 5.
You think a four piece? I don't know, man. I still think this series is going 6.
Pistons in 5. Tell us about Feldman.
Hold up. Let him cook.
Nick scrambling for papers. I love Chris Draper. Pistons in
Feldman
5.
Chevrolet of Novi, Detroit's #1 Chevrolet dealer and the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 6 consecutive years. Get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew for just $199 a month. And you can also get a 2025 Chevy Equinox for only $249 a month. Come see George Hawes and his team at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi today.
The bats are hot, and the weather is getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Pistons versus Knicks and NFL Draft Thursday. Tomorrow, live streams for both of them at Woodward Sports on YouTube. We are going to be live from Buddy's downtown in Detroit. It's going to be an epic Detroit sports night. Game 3, the Pistons look to take the series lead over the Knicks, and the NFL Draft, the first round. Who are the Lions going to select? Is Brad Holmes going to trade up or trade back? Lots of draft night stuff. Woodward Sports has you covered for the 2 biggest events in Detroit. Come down to Buddy's Pizza, enjoy some great pizza, and watch some great sports with the personalities you love. Heavies are hosting the watch party for the Pistons game. And who's doing the calls for the draft? I believe it's a cycle, right?
It's a cycle. Yeah.
Our boy Scott Bischoff.
Scott Bischoff will be there. Sean Belegian will be there. And a bunch
Stick and
Braylon.
Whole crew of the Woodward people. Everyone you know and love. Check it out.
Chris, I just sent you 2 videos. If you could please get those. I meant to send those in earlier. I apologize.
What do you guys should get a ticket for Sunday?
Huh?
I'm down.
I'm kind of down. I'm kind of thinking Game 6. I think it's going to be cheaper. It might not happen. Is that why you got one? Like, where are you sitting at?
I can check right now. I got it for
How does
Game
that work
6 because I literally think it's going to be the closeout game.
Yeah.
Plus, I do not do well going out on Sundays. Like football seasons, like I have to save up PTO days. Like I'm just like a.
So what day is it?
It's a day game though.
I know it's like football season. Like I literally like take like half like PTO days for Monday, my day job, and I can't really take off a lot of work.
What day is Game 6 on?
If I'm going out Sunday for this Piston game, I'm not going out just to have a nice chill day.
No,
We
but
are
you go out and
attacking
rage, and then you hit the bars after, and then you get home, and it's only like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock game.
I do not have a stop.
He knows he knows himself. I respect it.
It's fair.
All right.
Once I start, I can't
Get a game.
fucking
Get a ticket
stop.
for Sunday.
It's like the mask, you know.
Sell yours and let's go Game
No,
6.
I'm going on Sunday.
I'll look into it.
You're gonna wait, and there's not even gonna be a Game 6.
I'm gonna look into it. I request when every award gets announced, can we not do the, oh my God, snubbed, DVE? No, Cade isn't winning MIP, and if he does, scrap the award. Peyton Pritchard is the 6th man of the year, says DNC ENT.
Racist.
That's gotta be racist.
That's gotta be racist.
Sure,
Super racist.
Confirmed racist.
Racist.
Okay,
black
look.
guy.
Terrible.
I gotta
Marginalizing black shooters.
Kinda crazy.
I got a take on this.
Some Uncle Ruckus in the Woodward Sports chat going on.
Malik should have won 6th man of the year.
Should have won.
Cade looks like the most improved, but I don't think he's gonna get it.
I don't even want him to get the most improved because I don't think he's been nice this whole time.
Dude,
You obviously don't have a little parlay out for him and Jackson Jobe to win Rookie of the Year and most.
That's true.
I can't.
Like your one friend Scott.
Yeah, like my friend Scotty.
He's produced, but
Scotty
I mean,
knows.
like it's just hard for
Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
the first pick in the NBA draft to win a most improved player.
Yeah,
Like the
makes no
standards
sense.
are way too high. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for a number 1 overall pick. That's how I look at it. Is it's hard for a number 1 overall pick to win most improved player. You're expected to come out and do what you're supposed to do.
You can get a ticket right now, $225.
Arf says, "Who's the wizard?"
Row 18.
Row 18.
Section 115, row 18, $225 on StubHub.
Send me a link.
Yeah. Is it 2 tickets? Because I'll go with you, Easy.
There's plenty.
All right.
Says
You down?
$225 each.
My household.
See the way my bank account is set up.
My bank account could do it, but can my relationship do it? That's the real question here.
It's fair.
You
know
got a
what I
stove
say?
to pay for.
Huh?
You got a stove to
You
pay
do have a
for.
stove.
I did. Yeah, I told you guys about that.
Yeah.
On Easter, my stove
Nick,
went
be
out.
the goblin
Use the
mask.
microwave.
Microwave been out.
Ah, fuck.
We got the air fryer though.
Get a fire. Just start a fire in the kitchen.
That wasn't even a little girl looking back.
Bees just dancing around it.
Shout out to Fine Shit. Like I don't know her name. I think her name's Ashley. What up?
Are we crashing out the Pistons don't get any of the awards?
No,
'Cause
I don't really care.
Like, I really believe that they should get... I know none of these are as weighted as MVP, but, again, Executive of the Year, Coach of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved. I think they all have very real cases. And if we've been this darling of the NBA, like all the media has said, well, then put your money where your mouth is. Vote for us. Because the same people that are making podcasts saying, oh, what a great story Detroit is, are the same people that expected the Knicks to beat them in 5 and are picking against them for the awards. So stop pandering.
I think the only one I would kind of be upset about is JB Bickerstaff not winning Coach of the Year.
Yes, that's the one.
I think that's the one that would get me.
Breaking news. Per Ian Rappaport, the Detroit Lions and all-pro safety Kerby Joseph reached agreement on a massive new extension to make him the highest-paid safety in NFL history. Sources say he will get a 4-year, $86 million deal, $21.5 million per year. The contract done by Louis Bing. Big time for the all-star, or for the superstar safety. Kirby's staying, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I think we all knew that this was going to get done. It was the same kind of thing.
Go.
Same exact thing they did last year, where they signed all these deals the day before the draft.
We know why. They're all in town for workouts.
You saw Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell, Jared Goff all get inked the day before the draft or on draft day. I forget which one it was last year. Kerby Joseph signs a 4-year, $86 million extension to stay with the Detroit Lions, making him the highest paid safety in the NFL. Well-deserved. Interception king. First team All-Pro. Jay Kerbo staying in Detroit.
Most interceptions in the league since he stepped foot in it. Kerby Joseph.
Let's fucking go.
Someone around here was calling him, young star. And I was laughed at.
Yeah,
next LeBron James.
You also kind of laughed at yourself for it, too, for a second.
I couldn't articulate a name. The name that came out was Ed Reed.
Yeah.
But the most interceptions in a 3-year span since Ed Reed. He was a dog. Love Kerby. And you were there with him yesterday.
Yeah, you could tell there was a spark on
That's your
Kirby's
man.
face. You could see it in his eyes yesterday. He threw out the first pitch at Comerica. I asked him for an interview prior to that. He did give a quick second, gave his thoughts on the Pistons-Knicks series. He said Pistons are winning Game 3. Kerby Joseph, one of the top ball hawk in the league.
Yes.
You saw what he looked like last year when we were able to get pressure on the quarterbacks before Hutch went down. You talk about Davenport. And when quarterbacks are pressured, Kerby gets interceptions. There's no doubt about it. This is such a great deal that we could get him at this number. I think 21.5 is a steal for Kerby Joseph.
Yeah.
I think this is perfect. And, welcome to Detroit for the next 4 years, Kerby Joseph. Shout out.
$21.5 million a year puts him just over Antoine Winfield Jr., who's making $21.025 million a year. So he's the highest paid safety in the NFL, as he should be.
Let's go.
He is the best safety in the NFL. Obviously, the interception leader, first team All-Pro. He provides so much to this defense, so much to the secondary that these corners are allowed to play as aggressive as they want. These corners are allowed to get up, get physical, get at the point of attack because they know they have the best ball hawk in the NFL behind them. Kerby Joseph endeared himself to Detroit after taking abuse from Matthew Stafford, taking abuse from fans of other teams because he's dirty. You don't like how he hits your players. Well, guess what? He's the best safety in the league. Now he's the highest paid safety in the league. He's in Detroit for 4 more years. Let's go.
It's my guy.
What is
Been riding for him for a long time. I'm glad that he got validated. And fuck all the other fans out there hating, trying to call him dirty because he's good at what he does. Fuck you all.
Tone setter right there, Kerby Joseph. I mean, and a big vibes guy. He brings upbeat scale. I mean, you guys
Super
remember the
clutch, too.
interceptions after picking off Aaron Rodgers and other interceptions. He's like waving at the time. Like he knows that he's good at football. Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
Like he'll stunt a little bit, but it is so well deserved, as he should. He is the heart of this secondary, and you can see it every single time he steps out on the field. Brad Holmes pays another one of his draft picks once again and resets the market for that position. Keep stunting Brad Holmes and keep stunting Kerby Joseph.
Fanatics, get his jersey in store now. He had the highest paid safety in the National Football League. All-Pro, led the league in interceptions. What are we doing? We need that black Kerby jersey stat.
And JT Olson in the Woodward Sports Chat, noted Bucks fan, saying Antoine Winfield contract aging like fine wine. Yeah, that whole $500,000 a year you're saving.
Yeah, how's it?
It's not.
Bucks.
He's a Bucks guy.
Yeah, Bucks guy.
Kirby's better, and he's barely getting paid more.
Yeah. But then we different safeties. I feel like Winfield's more of a box guy. Kirby's
Winfield
more of a free safety.
is Jahmyr Gibbs' son, and Kerby Joseph is Aaron Rodgers' father. So
That's very true.
shout out to Kerby staying in Detroit 4 more years. Love that.
4 more years.
4 more years. Jay Kerbo, man. Patrolling center field. It's a great deal. All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll
I got
talk
something for you.
about something.
I
Tell
got
us about
something for you.
Loom.
Spring's in the air and Michigan is buzzing.
Spring is in the
7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles, crafted with real fruit juice and no artificial sweeteners. They are big in flavor but low in calories and 100% hangover free. It's all bubbles with no troubles. Catch it in watermelon, cherry, strawberry, or try one of the brand new flavors, raspberry lemonade and peach. Crack a can, take a sip, and catch a buzz. Available at any of Loom's 38 locations across Michigan. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order. I repeat, WSN30 for 30% off your entire order. It's hands down one of the best dispensaries in the game. Make sure you guys go check it out. They do a great job over there at Loom.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
West Stanford Buick and GMC has great offers for everyone. Get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for only $259 per month, or try out the 2025 Sierra Double Crew Cab Elevation for only $169 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Hummer EV SUV for only $699 per month. Get to Les Stanford today and check out their massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick GMC, lesstanford.com.
Not
Chris,
even
what
close.
the fuck?
He's crazy. This is Chris by far worst performance.
Oh, yep.
Teammate grade D. Still love you, though.
I'm on autopilot. I'm so tired. All right, here's the video.
I'm not worried about going to Detroit, though, and getting a win. You took one from us in the Garden. We're going to take one from you in what, Little Caesars Arena? That's cute.
Who's that?
Cute.
Ashley Sohm.
Seems talented.
Shout out Ashley.
But
shout out Rachel.
Shout out Rachel. I don't understand it, man.
Just trying to be tough.
Yeah.
I like, this is
the story of a girl.
I'm the guy in this show, or maybe even the network, I feel like, and I'm not this like better than anyone. It's hard to fucking convince me of like, oh, this is the best of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lions offense, for example, top 5. I'm like, no, I gotta see it first. Top 10. You know, Ben Johnson, I'm worried about that. I gotta see it first. Jaden Ivey, Cade, I gotta see it first. I'm the guy that's reserved on making these statements. This is the best sports city in the United States of America. Mm-hmm. It's also one that hasn't had a home playoff victory in 17 fucking years. We broke the NFL draft record. The best sports city in the country. You should be worried about coming to LCA for the most playoff-starved fan base in the National Basketball Association. You're out of your goddamn mind. Ashley, you're very beautiful, and I'm sure you're great at your job, but you missed the fucking research there by a mile.
Yeah. You stupid bitch.
That's not me. That's that guy over there.
Don't put the camera on
you look at, obviously, you know, she's just uninformed, and that's fine. You know, do your research next time, though, because Detroit Pistons fans ride out. The Pistons had top 15 attendance in a season where they won 14 games. If you, like, I don't know, you just please come to the game. You know, don't talk all that shit and then sit in your ivory towers in New York. Come to Detroit and see what the experience is like.
It's gonna be,
or just talk trash like good. Like that was not good. That was not good. I understand what she was trying to do, but No, it's like if you're gonna talk smack, make it good, or like you said, be informed. Either way.
It's an example of like girls getting places in life for being hot. Because that just wasn't a smart take.
It's going to be way harder to win in LCA than it was in Madison Square Garden.
Why is that so funny to you fellas?
It's going to be way harder to win here than it was in New York, I think.
Yeah, tell me.
Especially with like us limiting the amount of tickets we're selling to New York, it's going to be all Detroit in there.
Mhm.
Like, you have to understand that. There's not going to be a lot of bias. There was people in New York that were Detroit fans. So we had Detroit fans in there. It's going to be a lot harder to win when you got literally probably 90 to 95% of the population in there going to be Detroit fans.
She is Ashley Nicole Moss for CBS Sports.
She play hoops?
No clue. I don't know if she plays. She's a journalist.
Then I don't care.
That's my nephew, goddamn. Hell yeah.
Get out of here.
She made the Forbes 30 under 30, you know?
Shout out. So did Jesse.
Yeah. Shout out to Jesse.
We got our own 30 under 30, motherfucker.
Feel me?
You
Fine
ain't.
shit. After I shared that, though, people were talking about our ears. I'm talking about Jesse.
I know. Just call our boss fine shit. All right, well.
No, I was still talking about her.
No, we still got 4 minutes. It's too early.
Yeah, way too early. I did make this a rebuttal, though. I got in trouble for it after. But I made it.
All right.
I don't know if we can play it. It's going to get copywritten.
No, it's not music. It's just sound.
All right, here it is.
That song
I'm not
you played?
worried about going to Detroit, though, and getting a win. You took one from us in the Garden. We're going to take one from you in what, Little Caesars Arena? That's cute.
Cade, D-Wade, or Army Brigade. Nixon 4, baby.
To right to Cunningham. That's saucy. Cade Cunningham.
They don't, like, who is their second best player? Yeah, I go.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris is it? I got Nixon 4.
An indication of where he is. Harris drills the three.
Not one, not two, not three, 4.
Fuck Detroit. One gets bad. Pulls up for the win. Got it with the lead. You have to put some respect on the Pistons' name now.
I felt good about that.
I'm sorry, I got to say this real quick.
Thank you.
Hey, Gilbert Arenas looked real salty on his show today because they were talking about the game. He looked real quiet on that show today.
Gilbert just hates, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because they were talking about what. I mean, they obviously were talking about what Detroit has to do to win Game 3 or what they changed when it came to Game 1. And Nick Young and Rashad were talking about JB Biggerstaff and giving his props and how Cade has shown that he's relaxed. Now he's poised. He's going to come in here and have a hell of the rest of the series. And then they turned to Gilbert Arenas, and he didn't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
He was real quiet on that show. So and I only watched about 10 minutes, 15. It was only a 20-minute video, but I watched about 10 minutes of it, and he was real quiet. So.
Gilbert just yaps.
Yeah, I don't know if it's too early to do a video like that just because we still got the series to go.
Yeah, that was hype.
I know. But now we have to win because the New York assholes will be blitzing to your boy.
But that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. No show for us tomorrow, but make sure you tune in for the live watch party and the draft show. For Eazy, for Jerry, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Derek Harmon.
Peace.